Paul Manafort thing is an amazing story. Last night it was reported that, and look, I don't know what this has to do necessarily with Russian collusion. Maybe everything, maybe nothing. But Paul Manafort is sure is acting like a guy who's guilty of a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's Russian collusion or what, but
could be various things, any number of things that happened in various regards.
FBI Special Agent Brock Doman, and you don't.
I don't want that guy harassing me.
No,
Sounds like a screenplay character.
honestly,
He sounds like
From
a
the Michael Scott
rejected-
movie.
Like, yeah, exactly. From a Michael.
is that the name of Benjamin's character in Archer? Well, I guess it's Archer,
Oh,
right?
it's Archer,
But
right? Yeah.
Brock Doman Archer. In a declaration filed with Mueller's motion, and the motion was to have the U.S. District Court in D.C. revoke or revise an order releasing Manafort ahead of his trial. In other words, like, you let him out on bail, don't do it. The guy should be in jail because of the stuff he's up to now. And he's supposed to be confined in his home, and apparently he's staying there.
Cabin fever.
And so Manafort had attempted to call, text, and send encrypted messages in February to two people from the Habsburg Group, which is a firm he worked with to promote the interests of Ukraine. It's a
Really like
PR.
a grouping of European politicians. I don't even know if it's like a formal consultancy. I think it's like an informal, like, we will take a bribe.
Called the Habsburg Group?
Yes, well, it has to do because of Austrian connections. Yes. Which still sounds ridiculous.
branding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
great
branding.
So they're not a communications firm.
So the FBI has documents and statements from the two people, as well as telephone records and documents recovered through a search of Manafort's iCloud account.
I have to say,
Listen, here's a tip, okay? And it's almost
for
goes-
all gentlemen out there
Right.
who may have used your WhatsApp account in a less than ethical manner, make sure it's not synced up with your iCloud. Even the most technically illiterate among us know that.
we're going to be doing a special episode of the Michael Brooks Show, which is going to be bringing up WhatsApp
episode.
charges against Michael.
Imagine an episode where I give somebody tech advice.
Through a search of Manafort's iCloud showing that Trump's former campaign manager attempted communication while he was out on bail. They were in an effort to influence their testimony and to otherwise conceal evidence. The investigation into this matter is ongoing.
Agree. I don't have time for this. I got to funnel $1 million to Romano Prodi. Agree.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it's synced up. Does that mean the money went through on the wire yet?
I mean, they give me 100 extra megabytes if I just say yes to this.
Wait a second. I don't want to say no to that. They said that I'm potentially eligible for an upgrade. Okay, agree. Did the money go through?
Automatically uploaded my spreadsheets. What are you going to do? I didn't realize.
I don't understand. Is there a side conversation we can have? I have some tenants in Brooklyn. I'd like to have them board out of their apartment so I can correct the insurance money. Can we?
Never
That's on
understood.
WhatsApp.
Never understood why you use fake names in the ledgers. Never understood it. Now I get it. I thought if it was on my phone, nobody could see it.
So on WhatsApp, this is Paul Manafort. I'm on the encrypted service known as WhatsApp. And I'd like to engage in an act of bribery with the Habsburg Group.
Should be an app for that. Should be an app. It's the Uber for bribery.
Yeah, Elon Musk
it's like
worried
Uber,
about
but
rockets.
for bribery.
He's all about going to Mars. What about bribing European politicians?
Yeah, dude, all those what's that thing where you get frog task or task rabbit?
I like that frog rat. What did you call it?
It's called Frog March.
It's called Frog March. Yeah, that works.
Task Rabbit. I had a couple of those guys over at Task Rabbit. I gave them a couple of paper bags. Can't trust those
He's like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tape this money inside your vest. And we're gonna fly you to Kiev. And then,
Can you put? Can
I
you,
did it over WhatsApp, so the special prosecutor does not know.
I want to.
Oh, God damn it! I agreed to everything. Again.
Task Rabbit, you filter out just someone wear loose-fitting clothes.
Should it go without saying that I don't want my WhatsApp synced to my iCloud? It's encrypted service. It's like there's no respect for the customers anymore.
He's tweeting at Apple.
Hey, Apple. Hey, at Tim Cook. Steve Jobs would have never done this. He put the consumer experience first.
You know, the sad irony is that he's on home arrest and probably now has figured out all these tech things, right? He's got nothing else to do except I've really taken this time to really understand tech. But, you know, I guess a month or two
I should have been on Signal. Okay, let's do a reset. How about I get a mulligan on the international bribery charges?